Welcome back everybody. Today I'm here with some pretty exciting stuff because The Walking Dead Season 9 mid-season premiere, they just released their opening minutes and I want to talk about it and break it down with you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. But before I do begin, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for daily content. But other than that, let's get started. Alright, so the episode opens up with Jesus here lying dead, which is just sad. And then it kind of cuts. This is really cool thing where lightning strikes and it cuts to something else. Like we have this stab wound right here, and then the lightning strikes, and then we have the mask. Now I love this because that mask reminds me so much of the Michael Myers mask. And I know Greg and Daryl also had like an interview recently talking about, you know, how the Whisperer's mask was a little bit influenced by the Michael Myers mask. And all I gotta say is that I really hope they sell these masks to like Walking Dead fans. I'm sure they are because you know, they're gonna be, I mean, especially like the alpha and beta ones, those are gonna be like iconic. I'd definitely buy one, but I'm loving how the masks look. And then after that we have the group that was at the graveyard. It's an immediate pickup from episode 8, so it's gonna be exactly at the graveyard, which is an awesome thing because the graveyard sequence is one of my favorites of all time from The Walking Dead. I love it and I just want more of that. But then we hear they all put their weapons up and we hear like whispers in the background saying like you'll die now. I can't play the video, but they're basically, it's very hard to tell which is a whisper and which isn't because of how dark and foggy and the lightning and the storm. So it does look like they're not gonna be at the graveyard that much because they leave in the opening minutes. But still, you know, I do wish we got more of that graveyard because this little sequence we have in the opening minutes, like we have Daryl here trying to kill some whispers and Michonne trying to kill some whispers or some walkers, but we don't know which one is like a whisper and which is a walker. So I love that so much. And it's a lot easier to tell the difference between a whisper and a walker in the daytime. We have images of whispers in the daytime. It's still not that easy because they look very alike, but it's a lot easier to do it during the day. So what I hope The Walking Dead does in the back half is more night episodes, because I've been noticing like you know, whenever The Walking Dead is a night episode, it's always like one of the better episodes of the season. There's not that many night episodes because it costs more money to film at night and budget reasons and this and that. But whenever there is a night episode, those episodes are usually the better ones. I'm not even exaggerating here, but the opening minutes or the clip we have is 1 minute and 39 seconds, and just watching this I was at the edge of my seat, like no lie, when Daryl and Michonne were killing the walkers, because like I said, it's so dark in these opening minutes and at this graveyard that we don't even know which is which. And I was getting ready for somebody to attack Michonne or attack Daryl, and we actually see this because Michonne turns around and this whisper charges at Michonne with a sword, but then Yumiko shoots the whisper with her bow and saves Michonne. But that was a close call. I mean, obviously they're not gonna kill Michonne, but what I'm trying to say here is that it's very difficult to see the whispers. And then they also get Jesus' body, because we saw on the trailer and the promo images they're gonna bring him back to the hilltop to do like you know, to bury him there. But they close the gate behind them when they leave. They get out, everybody escapes. But then the opening minutes ends off with a whisper opening the gates, and I love that so much because obviously these whispers are gonna follow them back to the hilltop, because the Whisperers don't know exactly where the hilltop are. You know, our group ran into the Whisperers first. You know, it's not like the Whisperers came to the hilltop. So, and we've seen them at the hilltop in different trailers. So obviously, to know where the hilltop is, they're gonna have to follow them. So, we do know that because we have that promo image of them on the road during the day. So they most likely are gonna camp somewhere for the night because it is like a storm also. So it's not even safe to go back home. So they're most likely gonna head back home in the morning, so it'll be like daytime again. Hopefully there's some more nighttime sequences because like I said, if they're gonna be spending the night somewhere, hopefully we get some whisper scares or something. I would love that. But yeah, those were the opening minutes for The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 9. Just a little bit under 2 weeks, not this Sunday but the Sunday after that. Can't wait for it. It's been a long. This is like probably I think one of the longest breaks because The Walking Dead started a lot earlier this season. This season. It was October 7th, and then it usually starts like late October. So yeah, it's been a while since we've had The Walking Dead, and I am ready to get back into it. And now I want to talk a little bit about some information in a review we got for The Walking Dead mid-season premiere. This is from Insider, and I will leave the description or the article in the description down below so you can check out the whole article. But I want to go through some of this stuff because they do give a lot of good information in here and what we can expect for the mid-season premiere. So first thing first, the episode is going to be a little bit longer, they said, than an average episode. They said around 10-14 p.m. So that's still, I mean, I love longer episodes. We still haven't had like a 90-minute episode this season. I don't think we have. But that finale, man, like things are looking like the way they said the fair is going to be happening this season. They confirmed it. So if I think, if what I'm thinking is going to happen in the finale, it's going to be a big finale. Hopefully it's going to be I think like episode 15 and 16 should both be like 90 minutes. Hopefully they make the fair like a big event because I don't see the fair going into season 10, obviously. So they're going to wrap it up in season 9, but it's going to be a huge event. It's directed by Greg Nicotero, who always directs big episodes, which is also very exciting. They're also saying that Daryl and Michonne are really good in the episode. Here, this is exactly what they said. They said, Norman Reedus steps up with Andrew Lincoln off the show. Denai Guerrero shines in every scene she's in, and the whispers delight. So that is awesome to hear. Because I gotta say, Angela Kang completely did a 180 for Daryl's character, which I'm very happy about because Daryl was a character that I liked, and I was getting annoyed at myself for not liking Daryl in season 7 and 8 because I wanted to like him, but I just couldn't because he was just simply not exciting as he was in the earlier seasons. And I was worried when I heard Andrew Lincoln was going to leave the show because I was like, somebody needs to step up. And all things are pointing to Daryl, you know, Norman Reedus being the second man. And this season, right from the get-go, episode 1 was episode 1 was more Daryl than we've had probably in the past like 2 or 3 seasons. Like Daryl has been so good in this season, which Angela Kang, again, like I said, completely changed his character. And Daryl looks to have like a good half season ahead of him because we see him interacting a lot with Lydia. We see him at the gates of the hilltop talking to Alpha. He most likely is going to dress up as a Whisperer because we saw him creeping up behind the Whisperers, like kind of spying on them and following them. So Daryl looks to have a good half season ahead of him, and I'm excited to see it. They also said this, which I found very interesting. They said, in case you're worried AMC is going to make you wait several episodes to see them again after the mid-season finale, don't be. You'll get your fair share of the whispers in Adaptation in the following week's episode Omega. But if you think you know what's going to happen next because you read the comics, you really don't. I was pleasantly surprised with some of the new material the show has added to bolster the Whispers arc. You may even get some vibes from the Governor storyline back in season 3 and 4. That's awesome to hear. So first thing I want to say is I think Omega episode 10 is going to be the episode we get Alpha in. Just because Omega, Alpha, you know, both Greek letters, they both, you know, relate to the Whispers, I'm sure. So episode 10, I think like it's gonna be like the ending of episode 10 though, like that scene where she has a shotgun in the trailer we got the other day. That's like a really good ending to an episode in my opinion because it's something similar in the comics. It'll leave fans wanting more because we're like, holy shit, here's Alpha. And then episode 11 would be, you know, her going to the hilltop and, you know, the full Alpha introduction. But I definitely see Alpha in episode 10. Also, it's really good to hear that they're not going to be following exactly like the comics and they're going to be adding new material because I love it when the show does that. Obviously, the comics is the basis to any story. Like, there's a lot of movie and TV show adaptations of comics, but I love when TV shows and movies add their own little twist to it because obviously just ripping it straight from the page is kind of pointless because if you do it your own way, it kind of gives fans like 2 different cuts. Like you can see what happens in the comics and then what happens in the TV show. So that's also great to hear. They also said we're going to get some Negan in this episode, which is great. He escaped last time we saw him. They said he's going to be roaming around. So we saw that sneak peek of him in Alexandria. I don't know how he's gonna exactly escape Alexandria because they have guards, don't they, at night? So my guess is that he's either gonna go from the back, or it would be pretty crazy if Negan kills somebody. I mean, he has a shovel in his head, so maybe a little callback to episode, season 7 premiere when he bashed someone's head in. No, I don't think Negan's gonna actually kill somebody, because right now they're doing like a redemption, I think, for Negan, because the whispers are coming in. They want fans to like Negan because Negan is obviously gonna be helpful. And if Negan just kills somebody, as cool as it might be, and as how entertaining as it might be, fans are probably going to be upset about, or fans are going to be like, yeah, Negan is still the same after that. So their overall thoughts on the episode is that it's not a very fast-paced episode or anything. Like, it's not like, a very action-packed episode, which is okay. They said, because we just lost Jesus, the other, episode, it's okay for this episode to be slow. They said there's going to be some good whispers action, which is great. The main complaint I saw on this review from, let me give credits to the name, Kirsten Acuna, hopefully I said that right. She said the same thing I said in the beginning of this video, when I said I kind of wish that graveyard scene was a little longer, because man, that graveyard scene is an amazing scene. So it's not like it's short or anything. It's maybe us fans want more or something, because that scene is truly incredible. But anyways, there you go, guys. Episode 9 of The Walking Dead, a little bit under 2 weeks away. We got a lot of good information. I am gonna wrap it up there, but let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the review, and then also what do you think about the opening minutes. Can't wait for an episode. Can't wait to start reviewing these episodes again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for daily content, and I'll see you guys later.